see that much.
Fantastic. And what, Aqua, what do you think makes this the perfect match for you guys?
Yeah, we're going to win.
Fantastic. Great. Mechanically gifted. Comms are fantastic. We're going to see a lot of that here in just a bit.
So that's exactly what you want to hear going into a duos competition is your teammate having confidence, and he knows Aqua's already qualified for solos as well. He's going to play there tomorrow, so we'll see that pair going forward. We're going to continue down on the floor with our next group. It's Cease and Elevate, Landjock, Punisher, Wishy DP, and Gustavox, and then Little and Jay. And then finally, Mega and Dubs, you can see on the left side of your screen right now.
And I just want to say right away, Cease and Elevate don't get enough credit. There was a post on the competitive subreddit about it. Cease, across all of the skirmishes at the beginning, was the
Team Rave. Wow.
Them. This is a duo that, again, also doesn't get enough credit, but hey, there's 50 of them here today. Landjock, one of the people that a lot of the community thinks has the best creative 1v1 skills in honestly
you
the
gonna
community,
get
so
copyright.
we'll see whether he can convert that today. It's another stage. It's a lot of differences. It's going to go down
Stupid.
to it.
And then Wishy and Gustavox 8 are
No.
known for being very aggressive and executing pinch maneuvers incredibly well. If you isolate from your teammate for a second, and we're talking one grid space, they will take advantage. And then Little and Jay, the original S2 boys coming out of NAOS, who said, hey, we might be young, but we'll go against anyone. We don't care who it is. We'll push you. We'll take your wall. We'll take the high ground. We are going to beat you. And then talking about taking the walls, Bala.
Yeah, talking about taking the walls, Mega and Dubs are in this group too, and there's so much to say about them, but we're just going to sit down and find out more about Dubs.
Yo.
My name is Danny Walsh. You guys know me as Dubs. And I'm 16 years old. What I love about dirt biking is the freedom you have. It's like using a rift late game, having freedom of going wherever you want. Time to get back to grinding. All right, boys, I'm back. Let's run it. A day in a life with Dubs. First thing I do is wake up. And then I do some aim training. This is one of the maps that I do. This helps with like AR aim. I hop in creative, warm up my builds, and then scrim for the rest of the day. I was a skateboarder. I skateboarded every day. My brother, he taught me how to skateboard when I was young.
I guess he thought it was cool because I was doing it, and I would take him to all the different skate parks I would go to.
So I was 13 years old, skateboarding at Woodward Skate Camp, and the first day I was there, I ended up breaking my femur, which I then had to go get a cast. I was in the cast for about a year.
It was a long road back for Danny. He was stuck inside. I had to do something, so he made him very comfortable and got him a good setup for gaming.
That's how I fell in love with gaming, because that's the only thing I could do.
I really never got him back on a skateboard after that, and he kind of found who he was. He really just blew up overnight.
If I hadn't broken my leg, I would not be where I'm at right now. I'm a professional Fortnite player.
Oh my, he picks it up. So wow.
Solos is my strong point.
Okay, my heart's racing right now.
You can dominate by going for picks or playing for high ground. The first time I qualified for the World Cup, it was crazy. People were shocked at what I had just done.
He was not with an organization. They were thinking, who is this guy? He's got to be cheating. Nobody knows who he is. He was on a mission to prove them wrong.
Dub said, look, I've qualified. I'm just going to come back and just flex on literally the entire region.
To prove them all wrong, I qualified 4 times for solos and once for duos and joined FaZe Clan.
Dub's consistently good.
Confidence. I just love the game so much that I just want to put every minute into grinding, so I can be the best player I can be.
That, honestly, in retrospective, I know it was stressful when it happened, but it has to be the biggest compliment that you are quite literally so good, averaging just inside 5th overall with the solo placings, that the entire community thinks you're cheating. That you are that much better, that everyone's there. There's no way, and you saw it there. Him and Mega had one of the most ridiculous performances, racking up close to 50 points in their last 2 matches to qualify. And I mean, it was nuts ball, but now time to get into the next group.
Yeah, let's go ahead forward. The first pair is XXM and Mende out of China. And then following them up, it's Airwax and Nikov, Hunter and Kinstar, Leneuf and Kinton, SSK7 and Jamside, and then finally Volks and Parby on the right there.
And XXM and Men were the only Chinese team to qualify through the open track, and then Airwalks and Nikov, and then Hunter and Keenstar. The Solari brothers, the group, qualifying all within the same week, and Airwalks taking his repeat Pro-Am title yesterday with RL Grime, saying it was easy claps, 12 points clear of the South Korean duo. And then Leneuf and Quinton just recently being signed to Navi, representing them on the stage, looking to make a name for themselves, and they're hyper aggressive.
One of the duos I think a lot of people need to look out for, though, is SSK7 and Jamside, known for their aggressive style of play, always fighting for high ground earlier than most people, and then not giving it up. Nobody is going to be able to contest them off high ground. They get tons of eliminations because of it, but we'll see if that might bite them here today.
And you talk about insanely aggressive. Most people, you need to tag them and see shields broken or maybe white damage to go after them. Volks and Parpy, if you move and they see a pixel, they're going, they raise all kinds of chaos in NA East when playing in the Trios tournament, and now we're gonna get a chance to talk to the aggressive Oceania duo down on the floor. Jordan, what do you have for us?
I've got Parby and Volks here, 2 of the most astonishing talents out of Oceania. You guys are coming all the way over from not only Australia, but New Zealand, facing off against some of the best talent, not only from your region, but the rest of the world. We've seen that there are different play styles from kind of everywhere. We all know this, but going into this, how do you prepare? How does one prepare up against these play styles?
I just eat a fruit salad, just have a shower, get off, get some water, have a fruit salad, and then just try to get hyped.
Love it, regardless of the region. That's great. Fruit salad. You can take care of NA East and in EU and everybody. Now, the most astonishing thing here is this record, this elim record of 102 that you guys had, the single most elims in 1 week. I don't think anybody would expect for either of you guys to be super W key today because of what you're up against, but what is your strategy going into this?
Just play slow and just hopefully make it to endgame and just get high. That's basically it.
Beautiful. Well, we're going to see it here very soon. We can't wait.
I'm disappointed that that routine of 2 fruit salads in the morning isn't going to give them the confidence to continue what we know and love about them, the W key mentality.
I honestly thought he was just going to turn and look at Jordan and be like, W key, holding forward the whole time, but they know when to play intelligently and play for height. Let's get into our next group. Again, is qualifiers from NA East and NA West. We have Tetra and Eclipse, Ronaldo and Ziff, Sean and Aiden, and Roth, DW and Blue Team. Now, who are you guys qualifying through in the first run, going to look to make a run at it here today?
And then what more can you say about Sean and Aiden? I mean, this is a duo that we've seen time and time again. A favorite out of NA West that week they came out of. They clutched up and did amazing things. Both of them took part of our Pro-Am tourney yesterday.
And then Rohit, DW, and Blue T, one of my personal favorite duos. They came together after week 4 saying, hey, we need to do something different. Rohit came onto the scene during the Winter Royale, qualified through the open. They had to say leading into the competition. It's going to be just absolutely amazing.
Fantastic. We've got Blue T and Rote DW here, two beyond incredibly mechanically gifted players here. Blue T, you've placed consistently in the top 15 over the last year from the Winter Royale qualifiers, the Secret Skirmish, and top 5 in the Share the Love event. How are the two of you together going to work to secure this #1 spot today?
I'm just going to give this guy a bunch of call-outs, make sure he's safe and alive, and once we hit late game, he's just going to slay out.
Slay out away. We can't wait.
It's going to be so incredible to see if they can make that dynamic work on the stage. They have such great teamwork, and they have distinct play styles over the phases of the game, and if they can get rolling, they might be able to challenge towards that top. Now on to our next group, because we're excited to keep the introductions rolling. It's Item and Derox, Oslo and Bad Sniper, 4ZR and No Word, Red Rush and Snappy, and then Yu Wang and KBB. This is a bunch of guys out of Europe, and then the Chinese qualifiers coming out of the Tencent track. And I mean, some of these guys are incredibly skilled. Item and Derox with that ridiculous 41 elimination victory royale during the semifinals, and then they carried over the performance into the Sunday.
Yeah, one of the only times we saw actually consistency from the semifinals carry over into the finals. But another team that actually started breaking through in the finals towards the end, which led them to qualify, as Oslo and Bad Sniper. And I think something very interesting about this group, or this duo in particular, they're going to be contesting at Tilted Towers, and they are very proficient at doing so.
They will be in the fray, and if Bad Sniper gets a sniper in his hands, here's a joke. His name online is actually not Bad Sniper, because he hits all of those shots. Will be looking to make them pay. Now, 4ZR and Norwood, also another very aggressive pair, but have an advantage. They go. We've seen them before as well.
The World Cup.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bottom right there.
I know.
Came out of the Tencent.
Okay. Actually, after the World, actually, can you help me with something?
A lot of people didn't see those.
What do you want me to do to get you a win?
Yeah.
I'll do it after this World Cup.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to party ship. See.
That's this.
Look at his airline.
技术非常的自信，
心情就感觉跟做梦一样，但这一切都是靠自己努力得来的，就非常的好。冠军等着我们！
So happy to see their level of excitement and to be here representing China through those Tencent track. It was amazing to watch them play in those games. A distinct different style, but also very built-in rifle-centric. Will be one of 2 Chinese teams representing. And now into our last section of qualifiers. These were the guys who ended up qualifying in the final week. The last chance to be there. It's Slacks and Keys, Calculator and Macwood, Zone and King Epic Whale and 4DR Storm, and then Vinny and Zexro. And I mean, so many of these guys we could talk about right now, but the one I want to focus on, King and Zone, coming out of Argentina. They are ridiculously aggressive, know how to go full send, and I think people will be surprised. They're able to execute on a level where if they get rolling, it's going to be very hard to stop them.
It's one of the same situations as the kind of Chinese duo, at least at smaller extent, because a lot of these guys don't know how they play, don't know how to respond when the play style that they haven't gone up against is shown. But one duo I want to talk about is Epic Whale and Storm, because this is one of the few fully qualified duos. We'll see both of them tomorrow, and what a way to do it, because they came together at the last second as well.
They came together in the final week knowing it was their last opportunity, and they wanted to be there. They wanted 2 seats on the stage in each one of the competitions that really separated themselves. But speaking of somebody who separated themselves, Zexro and Vinny. Zexro, the original pioneer of the My Wall now. I'm going at you. I will win the game with 16+ eliminations, and there's nothing you can do about it. Him and Vinny broke through everything, coming over not only Zexro's wrist issues, but a little bit of kind of turbulence between them. They're actually not even going to be dueling after this competition, so this will be a last hurrah, and let's see what Zexro and Vinny have to say.
We've got Vinny and Zexro here. Very excited to see you guys. I know that a lot of people are thrilled and excited to see what you guys have planned for today. You both have been competing both very well in duos and solos over the course of the year. How do you think that the competition today is going to compare to the rest of the competitions that you've had leading up to the scrims, whatever the case may be?
For sure, the competition's definitely going to be hard today. Probably the hardest competition yet, but I'm very confident for us to succeed today. So
awesome. Well, we believe in you guys. Now, Zexro, you told us after qualifying for the last week of duos that you were suffering from some tendonitis. Preparing for a competition like this, especially at such a high caliber, there's got to be a lot of stress involved with that. How have you been physically preparing for today?
So basically, I didn't really play much, and then I would just VOD review and everything. I would just play on the qualifier days, take a lot of a leave, you know, and then it started going away at the end, and then qualified, so we're chilling.
Fantastic. Well, we're all really excited to see you guys. I know that a lot of people are, a lot of TSM fans here and all over the world. It's going to be a great day.
There you have it. It's proof that it's not all about just grinding and playing all the way through. You got to do your VOD review. You got to take care of